Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe. It's tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi there, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart, guys. This is your week ahead reading. We're looking at the 15th to the 21st of June 2020. For the reading this week, guys, we are using the Dark Mansion Tarot. I haven't used this in a minute. For a long time this hasn't been used. I love this deck so much, and it's actually the deck that I use to take all my thumbnails for the videos a lot of the time. So I've got two of these, one of the regular, this is the regular, and I've also got the large version. Really in love with this deck, so I thought, yeah, let's get this one out. So yeah, we're going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot. And we're going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot. I think we're going to use that for the career reading. We'll use this for the career reading. We're going to use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck. Usually I would use this as my private study deck, actually. But I was using it yesterday evening, and I really love just the imagery, so I thought I'd just use it for the YouTube reading. So we're going to use this one for your general reading. So we're looking at general with the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and we're looking at your career reading with the Dark Mansion Tarot. And for your love reading, we're going to use probably my favourite deck of all, besides this one, close to the Dark Mansion Tarot, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. I'm using my trimmed deck as well, the deck that I trimmed and edged myself, so I'm going to use this one for the love reading. And finally, for your spiritual advice, we are using the Crazy Sexy Love Notes, which I just started using, I think, last week. I really love it, by Chris Carr. Finally, I forgot to mention, if we want to clarify anything, I'm using my miniature Bohemian Tarot. You get this from, oh God, I can't even remember the site that I get this from, but it's such a good deck. It's an indie deck, really beautiful. So we're going to use that as a miniature, all right? Okay, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, hi there, Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading for the week. We're doing the Monday 15th of June through to Sunday the 21st. Of June, and we're looking at your general, your career, and your love. So yeah, let's make a start, guys. But it can also represent being in the safe place, being in your, not sort of going beyond your borders, and also somebody who could be far away. I'm getting some of you guys may be worried about somebody who's far away from you, and that would make a lot of sense, being that we're going through a really, difficult time in terms of what's going on around the world at the moment. The Fool energy, so worrying about the Two of Wands energy, the Fool. I mean, this may be some of you guys worrying about somebody who's far away from you. Maybe the person is a child, for example. The Fool card can be a kid. Maybe you're worried about somebody who's far away from you. Maybe they're a child. But also you might be worried about kind of the Two of Wands, setting out on your own. Maybe this is about leaving somewhere. The Fool is going on his travels. He's travelling to somewhere new. He's travelling into a new existence. He's taking a leap of faith. There's a new beginning. And the Two of Wands is all about taking charge. So there may also be worries about kind of taking charge and having to kind of go beyond your, your safety net with this Fool energy. It's about travelling out and experiencing something new with that Fool energy there as well. It could be something about a new job, because you've got the new card of the Fool and the Knight of Coins as a job. So some of you guys may be worried about starting out again, taking charge, Two of Wands, starting on a new path. Also, twos represent choices, So there may be a little bit of fear here concerning a choice that you have to make between two paths. Maybe one of the choices is, do I, for example, with the Fool energy, start a new path? Do I start this new beginning? Do I take a leap of path and try something new? Or with the Knight of Coins, maybe I should stay on the current path that I'm on and sort of build up where I'm from the situation that I'm in. The Queen of Wands energy. I feel that this is building something. I mean, the Knight of Coins is a builder, and the Queen of Wands can be a creative enterprise. So it just feels to me, for some of you Virgos, there may be some worries here. Nine of Swords energy, Two of Wands energy. This now, I'm going to read this and say that you may be worrying about starting out on a new enterprise with the Two of Wands. You've got a choice here. This looks to me like this is a new beginning, and it looks to me this is all about you building. So this is like building with the Knight of Coins, a new full energy Queen of Wands creative enterprise to me. And there may be some worries about that because you've got kind of several work cards here actually. You've got the Two of Wands, which is the startup, the business startup. It's a new enterprise. The Fool could be, you know, it's a new anything. It's stepping into something new. Knight of Coins is a job or it's a business and you're building it. And the Queen of Wands is a creative enterprise. So it just feels to me like there's a little bit of worry here concerning, you know, starting out on a new path, a new enterprise. You've got choices here with that Two of Wands as well. This is about something new that you're going to be doing. It's concerning business and a creative enterprise. What is the advice that you have for any Virgos that might be feeling worried about starting a new business enterprise? What is the advice you have in two cards? So the advice from the universe is the Four of Cups energy showing here. And, the Eight of Wands reversed showing here. I think that what it's saying is that if you ignore the gift, the opportunity that you have right now, because I'm going to read it like that because that's how it feels. That when you're a tarot reader, you kind of read exactly what comes to your mind immediately. And this is a gift. If you look here, Virgos, you can see that this guy has a cup. He's got a cup that's being presented to him, but he's like, I don't know whether I want it. Can you see that? He's got the cup here that's being presented to him, and he's like, I don't know whether I want it. But you can see the wand is reversed. So it's almost like it's saying that if you kind of reject the opportunity that you have right now, I feel with the Eight of Wands energy, then nothing is going to move, because Eight of Wands reverse means a lack of movement, delays, standstills, things being stuck. There's no movement here. So I think it's saying the advice is if you ignore the opportunity, because there is an opportunity, I think, for Virgos that's being presented to you now. I really do. We'll just put these cards at the side as the clarifiers. I think there is an opportunity for you now. You're worried about taking it though. You're worried about stepping out on your own, perhaps, for some of you guys with that Two of Wands. You're worried about starting up this new enterprise. You've got a choice between two paths. Do I stay where I am, or do I kind of move towards this new opportunity? And we've got new things here. We've got Two of Wands and the Fool, both representing something new happening here. And it's a business. It's a chance for you to build probably a creative enterprise here with that Queen. But I think if you're worried about doing that, Virgo, then the universe is really saying to you, fine, you may be worried about it, but it's an opportunity here. And the opportunity is staring you in the face. He's not looking at the opportunity. So it almost feels like the universe is saying that if you ignore this opportunity now, what will happen is, with that Four of Cups, you ignore it, Eight of Wands energy, you're probably going to remain a little bit stuck here. Nothing is going to move. Nothing is going to shift. And some of you guys, it feels like to me, some of you guys may have been saying to yourself, I don't like where I am at the moment. I'm unhappy with, you know, what I'm doing at the moment, what my life is at the moment, all of that type of thing. But I think the universe is saying to you, Virgo, wow, that's all very well and good not to be happy where you are at the moment. And you wanted it. You wanted something new to come in. And now it's here. Now the opportunity is here. Still you're saying, oh, I don't know. Because the Nine of Swords is like, oh, I'm so worried. I'm feeling really anxious. I don't know what to do. But the universe is saying, if you're worried about this new enterprise, taking a step in a new direction, you know, building something new in terms of a creative endeavor, if you ignore the opportunity that comes to you now, you may well remain stuck and nothing's going to shift. If you're looking for a shift in your reality right now, there's an opportunity that is, you know, kind of being presented to you that's going to allow you to shift that reality where you are now. But if you ignore it, nothing shifts, nothing moves. You've got to just kind of take the first step to shifting and moving your reality. Let's have a look at what's going on around the career. So what have we got? We've got, right, so again, something new. Ace of Wands would be a new job, probably, a new opportunity. Pardon my nails, guys. I do apologise. I meant to repaint them. So a new job, a new opportunity. The Ten of Wands energy. So I think that there's a new opportunity in terms of work presenting itself to you. And I think that with the Ten of Wands, you're coming to the end of a very difficult period with this 10 showing here. Because we've got a new beginning and an ending card showing here. So this new beginning is going to complete a very difficult time that you've been through. Let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, again, we got the ending of a cycle, a new phase, a new chapter beginning with the world energy showing here. The Eight of Swords. However, I do feel that some of you guys, again, I'm just getting either, now we had the Nine of Swords here, and now we go to the Eight of Swords here. So I just feel that you're kind of going to a place where it's negative again. It feels like there's a negative thought process going on here, because the Eight of Swords is negative thinking when you get this card. Let's have a look at the next one showing here. The Eight of Swords. I think some of you guys are reluctant to take this leap of faith again. We've got the Page of Cups, which would be the new path. It's a new path. It's a new creative path. It's a chance to learn something. It's a chance for you to explore something as well. But I keep getting this reluctance for Virgo to do that. What's the matter? What's wrong? Because we keep getting this idea, and it's saying it in both readings here. Both readings, it keeps saying that you have an opportunity for something new to happen, and yet you seem to be just not wanting to do it. Just not wanting to, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. It's just like you're just, it's like the opportunity presents itself, but as soon as the opportunity presents itself, you don't want it. The Eight of Swords means one is reluctant often. It's almost like you feel I'm powerless or I'm reluctant. There's an element of limitation. And this is also self-limiting thoughts. So some of you guys have really negative thoughts about this new path. But what you're doing is that you're actually, what's the word that we use when one is, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way here, Virgo. Do you see what I mean? In the first reading, we had that you were worried about taking charge of your life, the Two of Wands, changing direction, taking charge of a new path, setting out on a new path, a new enterprise here. You know, choices between two paths here concerning whether you stay where you are or whether you enter and take full advantage with the full energy of this new opportunity. And also, the Fool is ruled by, and that's you, isn't it, actually? I forgot. Knight of Coins is you. So, and also, if you look at the Knight of Coins and what you're doing, you've got the Pentacle in your hand. So you have a golden opportunity. Can you see that? I forgot about that. The Knight of Coins is you. Can you see how you've got this pentacle in your hand? You've got a golden opportunity in your hand there. All right, you've got it. And with the Fool energy as well, the Fool tends to be somebody who ignores stuff as well. He can be really ignorant. So be careful, because you may be worried about this new opportunity, this new enterprise that you could be setting out on, this new path, this new journey with the Two of Wands. But with the Fool turning its back on this Knight of Coins, remember, you're the Knight of Coins with the golden opportunity in your hand. You may actually be ignoring a golden opportunity, because the Knight of Coins, that's you. See, Pentacle in hand, that's your golden opportunity there. And the Fool is he's very arrogant at times, is the Fool. But you could actually be ignoring a golden opportunity, all right? And the golden opportunity is where you could actually start building a creative endeavor, a creative business, that type of thing. So we could read this all sorts of ways. I'm looking at you worrying here in the general about this new path, new enterprise, ignoring with the Fool back turned to the Knight of Coins. You are the Knight of Coins. Virgo is Knight of Coins. You have a golden pentacle in your hand. It's a golden opportunity. Possibly ignoring a golden opportunity to run your own business as well. Possibly with the Queen of Wands, to get something started off your own with that Queen of Wands energy, to realise your ambitions with that Queen of Wands energy, to take action as well. So it could be anything that this is. Worried about setting out on a new enterprise, but ignoring, Fool is ignoring, but back turned to Knight of Coins, ignoring the golden opportunity that you have in your hands to take action now. The golden opportunity that you have in your hands requires you to take action now to bring it to fulfillment, but some of you guys are not doing that. Again, worried about this new enterprise. It's an opportunity for you to build Knight of Coins energy, a new creative endeavor. Universe says, we ask what you should do about it. Says if you ignore the opportunity, can you see both hands? One has the coin. You have the coin in your hand, the golden opportunity. The cup is being offered to you here. So if you ignore this golden opportunity that's being offered to you, nothing is going to change. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Things are just going to stay the same. They're just going to stay the same. Sorry, I was just looking at something somebody sent me. Yeah, so everything stays the same unless you're willing to move, Virgo. Same thing here in career. There's an opportunity for you to complete a very difficult and arduous and stressful time. 10s represent completion. This 10, because it's a wand, it represents completing, ending a difficult and stressful time. So there's a new opportunity opening up work-wise. And this is going to allow you to end a very difficult time that you've had. 10 of Wands energy, okay? To start a new chapter with the world energy. But again, what have we got here, Virgo? What's going on? We've got you being 8 of Swords. Very scared, very reluctant, negative thoughts. Okay, negative thoughts about the new path that you take. It's almost like there are excuses that are being made here. It's really odd. What's going on in love? What's going on? Right, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords can be backstabbing, I won't lie. It's called the Lord of Ruin. It can be gossip. It can be deep hurt as well. But it can also be, now with this 10 of Swords, this person isn't lying on the ground, which they're being kind of like harked at like this. This is one of the most violent 10 of Swords I've ever seen. Can you see? And the cat and everything. So this person isn't surrendering. They're trying to protect themselves from an attack. I don't know whether there's any abuse some of you guys are facing here. Right, so I'm seeing probably a violent ending or a difficult ending or probably backstabbing. It looks to me like there might be a third party situation. Only because the 10 of Swords can talk about backstabbing in relationships, and with the 3 of Cups that can be third party. So in other words, probably cheating going on here. Possibly, unfortunately. Let's have a look here. Yeah, and the 2 of Coins again. Somebody who is juggling 2 parties, 2 people. This to me looks like a cheating combination in love, unfortunately. Let's have a look here. I think that you need to weigh things up with the Justice energy showing here. I think you have to weigh up with that Justice energy showing there. Okay, King of Coins energy. I think you need to start weighing up, perhaps with the King of Coins. I'm not talking about you. I don't think this is you. I think this is the person that's doing all of this. I think that you need to weigh up. I think there's 2 things. When you get Pentacle people, it represents the word comfortability. So it represents being comfortable and being secure. You need to weigh up how secure you feel in that relationship. Because when you get Kings and Queens in relationship readings, in any reading in the tarot, doesn't have to mean it's a person. It can mean an energy. With the Pentacle people, they're comfortable. Especially when you get people like the Queen and the King. King of Coins, Queen of Coins. It represents comfortability. Now you're a Virgo, so you're a Pentacle. You would be a Queen of Coins or a King of Coins. Well, actually you're a Knight of Coins. So when you get kind of coin people together, they've got to really share value, because coins are also value. So maybe you need to weigh up, does this person share your values? Do they share your values of commitment and loyalty and monogamy, which is what the King of Coins should be? Okay. The other thing with the King of Coins, though, you can read the King of Coins as being somebody who is very much in love with earthly desires. And earthly desires for a King of Coins would be sex, food, fast cars, because they're all about the material. So maybe you need to weigh up what this person's values are. Are their values to do with commitment and loyalty within the relationship, or are their values simply sex and having a good time? Which a King of Coins can also... Don't shoot the messenger. A lot of people had me for this when I used to read King of Coins like that for Scorpio, but it is true. King of Coins can be all about the sex. He really can. Because he's all about the earthly desires, the earthly pleasures. And that earthly pleasures for a human being, most human beings, are sex, food, warmth, you know, that type of thing. Okay? Nice clothing, that type of thing. And he's all about that life sometimes. Great provider. And if you get the right King of Coins, which most of the time the King of Coins is very business orientated, wants to provide for the family, wants to make sure the children are fed and they're all, you know, dressed nicely, and the wife is looking good and the girlfriend's looking good and all those type of things. But he can be terribly, terribly material as well. Okay, sometimes you get a King of Coins and he's more about just providing the needs for the partner and the children rather than the love. So perhaps what needs to be done now in terms of love is, I'm seeing some form of cheating. I'm sorry. That's what it looks like to me. 10 of Swords is backstabbing, third party, juggling 2 people, you and somebody else. I think there is a need to weigh up what this person's values are. Is this person committed to you in the relationship, or are they committed to other people and other things? What is the reason? What do they value about you in the relationship? There's so much that you need to kind of weigh up, okay? Before we go, let's quickly do a roundup of the reading and then we're going to get you spiritual advice. So firstly, there's worries about taking this new path. It's a new business enterprise. Some of you guys are ignoring that you've got a golden opportunity that you're holding in your hand. You've got the opportunity, and the golden opportunity is for you to start building this creative enterprise, and the golden opportunity is also for you to start taking action now, using your skills and your talents to do that. Because you're worrying about it, I would say, and we ask the universe, well, what would you advise that Virgo does? Virgo, if you ignore the opportunity that is being presented to you now, if you ignore the golden opportunity that is in your hands, I'm afraid that nothing changes. 8 of Wands in the reverse. All you're going to get is kind of Groundhog Day. Same old, same old, same old. Nothing is changing. You've probably asked for change, and when it comes, or when it's come, you're kind of like, man, I don't know about this. I would probably put this down to fear more than anything. It looks like you're using it, making excuses for not doing something. Not being rude, but that's how it feels like to me on the reading. Again, in work, Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands, there is a new opportunity opening up, all right? Stressful situations in terms of work could come to the end of their cycle, and you could begin this new chapter. Again, what we've got is the negative thinking. 8 of Swords energy. There's a lot of negative thoughts surrounding you, okay? A lot of negative thoughts also stopping you from taking the new path of the Page of Cups energy. So you need to really start questioning, I think, in those areas, why you feel the way that you do. You obviously wanted something new to happen and it's coming to you, but you seem to be making all sorts of excuses for not taking it. Finally, in terms of love, 10 of Swords and the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Coins. That looks like a cheat. Sorry to say, but it does look like somebody's not being honest in a relationship to me. Third party issues going on here. I would also say there is a need to weigh up what values this person has. Do they share your values, or are their values somewhere else? Let's have a quick look at what the spiritual advice is. So spiritual advice is spruce up your nest. And it says here, sorry about my nails, I'm trying to get them out of the way. It's time for a little spring cleaning. Your home is sacred, and your recharge and your surroundings matter. Honor where you recharge and fill it with beauty. Make space for giving away or donating what you don't need. Your clutter could be someone else's gold. Plus, when we have less to process physically, we have more room to process things emotionally. A clear head, new room. Let's pull this out. New room for great art awaits. So spruce up your fabulous nest. And it's true. I think there is a need for a spring clean here. There is a need for a spring clean in the way that you're thinking about stuff. You're wanting to attract stuff in, and yet when you get it, you're not taking it, you're questioning it. I think it's fear. So there's a need to remain some fear. There's a need to remove some fearful blocks going on here, Virgo. And also somebody in your life who I don't think is being particularly honest. There may be a need to kind of weigh up whether this person shares your values and whether they are actually benefiting your life, or whether they're actually kind of taking you down a little bit of a hole here. So I think that this reading this week, I'm gonna name it something like spring cleaning, need for a spring clean, you know, because I do think you need a spring clean somewhere along the line here. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be cleared out so you can allow new stuff to come in. Okay, that is your reading for the week, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section below or the end screen. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, Virgo, so we've got the cards down. Let's have a look at, I'm just going to get my pointer pen here. Let's have a look at what the universe wants to tell you. So let's look at the general message this week. Well, I mean, we've got the worry card, haven't we? The 9 of Swords talks about worries and anxieties and fears and not sleepless nights. There's a lot of worries over her head, isn't there? She's just got a lot on her mind at the moment. So some of you guys, maybe you've got a lot on your mind with that 9 of Swords energy there. The 2 of Wands energy showing here. Some of you guys may be worried about somebody who's far away, because you've got the 2 of Wands energy showing there. So you may be worried about somebody who you're not. I mean, we're going through this thing at the moment, aren't we?